This came out of a Harvard Business Review study, and it said that we learn things and remember them 22 times better if they're told to us in the form of a story. I'd love to hear a story about one of the programs for retention that you put into place and the impact that maybe had. I'm sure you have something in mind that you could share with us, right? That just kind of helps bring this to light.
Yeah, I love stories. And I think a lot of people can learn from this, and there's a lot of organizations or tools that you can use. And we're not sitting up here, we're not geniuses trying to figure out every next move. Oftentimes we follow our franchisees' leads because they're in the business every single day, experimenting with different things. And so our best practices come from the field, so to speak. But the one I really love that we put in place is what we call a survey retention tool. And what that is we use a third party to do surveys to our employees in the first 30 days, in the first 60 days, and in the first 90 days. And the reason why it's so powerful is because they may say things to a third party, and this is voice to voice. This is not like email and text. And we can detect things early in the hiring process and in the onboarding process. You will generally, in our business, turn over your individuals. The most turnover happens in the first 30 days, 30, 60 days. And so you want to catch those issues. So we're surveying them, information comes back, and we're like, wow, I didn't know. Let's go in and make sure that we know that scheduling is an issue here, or acknowledgement is an issue, or they don't feel like they have enough training. So we can jump back in and course correct on these things. So these 30, 60, 90-day surveys, super critical to what we do. And that's just one example of how it's working. And I could probably point to many franchise owners that have reduced turnover as a result of it.
I'm wondering if there's a secondary benefit on that. I had a woman on the podcast. She's in a subscription-based business. And she said, when we started reaching out to her subscribers and asking for their feedback or their input, they were so appreciative that we were spending the time to talk to them. And you mentioned something in there that these are one-on-one conversations. So you're giving a voice. You're allowing these folks to actually voice their concerns, voice what's going right, what's going wrong. I'm sure there is a level of appreciation for that versus there's just no communication or little communication. By doing this, you are prioritizing communication and giving them a voice. You think that has a big part of the impact as well?
I don't have any doubt about it. And it doesn't matter what employee structure you're looking at. If we're talking about caregivers or we're talking about admin staff or we're talking about corporate teams, again, it's hard work and you have to be intentional to focus on these things, but you have to listen and you have to have a culture of listening and you have to have a culture of being able to get to these people to understand what their challenges are. We do that at our corporate level from a franchise standpoint. One of our key mission and priorities here is to listen and learn. And if you listen long enough, you're going to learn something and you can respond and we can react and then ultimately be proactive with it. Yes, Steve, you hit it right on the head.